See, I always thought pedophilia was like a vampire. It was passed on.
I always thought a pedophiliac would be a vampire or some sort of monster hunter. We're back, bitches. Prepped, ready to go. Let's get the notes going. No, dude. Okay, we do need the.
I'll get the notes.
We need the wireless keyboard.
Like I tell you, they have those wireless keyboards that are like made for a cam girl, where it's like a mouse pad on the keyboard.
Really?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They have like a little
Logitech cam girl keyboard.
I'm almost positive it is Logitech. It looks pretty nice.
Does it have like a trackpad on the side?
Has a trackpad on the side. It's like it looks like a video game thing because it's like
anti-slip,
silicone
edge, silicone grip.
That'd be good for us.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
Maybe we get on
a splash guard
on OnlyFans, and we get to
get nude.
Well, get sponsored. I will. We have that one person who wants feed pictures.
They haven't commented in a while, probably because we switched sets.
We switch sets where you can't.
We're not a foot-based podcast.
You can't
anymore.
Sneak the feet no more.
That's what it is. You can't get up in it.
My feet, I wouldn't think
gross.
Are I wouldn't think they're like appealing.
Bro,
but
you know what I did?
Maybe that's the most appealing kind.
You know what I did the other day? I was in the attic.
Foot jobs.
No, people like that shit, dude.
I fucked a pair of feet.
Did you?
On a
that's crazy
primal pair.
That's crazy. You did that
just for. I don't like doing a lot of things for more than like 7 seconds. Like Chael Sonnen has that.
She really got it. Like, was she about it?
Yeah, like she just bent over for doggy style. Which, in hindsight, I do feel like I did that too often. Like to the point where she just knew.
Like that was the move.
I think. In hindsight, she probably wanted to try other things, and I was like, and
yeah, because how would you fare? Have you ever done missionary?
Like straight up missionary?
Yeah,
no.
Yeah, that's you're looking at the person.
I've been like in that position, like in moving around and passing, like I've been straight ahead like that, and. Quickly have been like cycle,
shift,
cycle,
north, south. That's funny. What the fuck was I saying?
You said
foot job? Oh no, yeah. I was good. Dude, I went up in the attic. I was getting our bikes out of the attic because we were gonna go for a bike ride.
Very nice.
Dude, I pick up this fucking bike. Of course I got all the wheels off and shit. I'm a little drunk. I slip in the attic, almost go through the ceiling. The only thing that caught myself was shoving my shin into one of the trusses. Bro, I do that, catch myself, get back on the trusses, look down. I got a fucking knot on my shin that's like this fucking big. It's gone now. I iced it and elevated. Dude, have you ever had that happen? Big ass knot?
Yeah.
I was going to say. There's fucking bad. It was gross.
Yeah, that's like my original thing.
It still hurts.
My shins.
Yeah.
And they said that's what made my back hurt. Because I walked to them to try to reduce the shin pain. I think they're full of shit.
How'd they say your back hurt? You walked on?
I walked like incorrectly to try to like change the point of impact so that my shins wouldn't hurt because my shins were in pain. And they said that was because... They said it was like a higher form of growing pain where like your tendons are too big to go through the hole in your knee to pass through.
Really?
I have lost a lot of faith in doctors. Like people say things and I'm just like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I feel like doctors, it's like everything's just fucking jacked up because they want to make so much fucking money. Like, Christian went to the doctor, to the cardiologist. It was like $700. It's fucking insane. They didn't do shit.
Yeah, no.
She got an EKG, which I guess they do, which my fucking Apple Watch does, I guess. But the nurse comes in, hooks her up to some shit. They read something.
Yeah, an EKG done. It's quick.
Takes like 2 seconds. Yeah. Doctor comes in, is like, yeah, well,
Didn't find anything.
didn't find anything. I'm going to give you this pill, and then I'll see you in 6 months. It's like $500. It's fucked up.
The girl we were just talking about beforehand, she had like a, what do you call it? Ear infection or nasal something or other.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how the doctor wanted to give her a steroid. And she was like,
I don't even lift.
Exactly.
What she's...
She was like, I don't need a steroid just for this. Like, maybe just start me off on antibiotics or something. And I guess her point was like, oh, like, you know, modern medicine just wants to, like, hit you. I'm like, well, it's not like you asked for fucking tea.
It's also like...
You asked for like, you still got pills in a fucking jar. Like,
you're also, like, not a doctor.
Well, that was the other thing. She fucking said like 2 days go by and she still feels like shit. So she ends up hitting the doctor up for the thing she that they tried to give her. And it was like, all right, well, I don't know why you're telling me this story.
So now you pay double.
Like, you didn't come off dumb here. Yeah.
So now you pay double for whatever the fuck. You got not only that thing.
And you felt worse for longer.
Can you do that with other stuff? You're like, Doc, these Norcs aren't working. I need some maybe Tramadol, Vicodin.
That's a slippery slope, though. Like,
because that comes with addiction.
Well, I don't think my doctor suspects that I'm like a piece of shit or anything because it's like my family doctor.
Yeah.
So he like knows my mom's a normal person and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's like any risk of like he's abusing them. I think it's more like a concern. You know what I mean? I think he's like, listen, I know you'd never abuse these knowingly, but these can get out of hand fast.
These animals out there.
Right. I think that's kind of where he might be at. So
I gotcha.
I'm more on like, and like I said, I always used to be so honest when people would ask for a pain score 1 out of 10 because they'd say 10 being the worst pain you can think of. And I'd be like, wow, that's
is it 8 or a 9?
Yeah. Now I 8, 9,
10. I'm fucked.
I used to try to explain to him, like, it's not like that it's so bad.
Doc, I could take more. I could take more pain. I can take a lot of fucking pain, Doc.
Punch me in the face.
Hit me in the face. Don't be a fag. Hit me in the face.
Come on. You're Italian.
That's all it took was just for him to call his brother a fag. I know fag. You're being a pussy. I ain't a pussy. Hit me. He stands and punches his brother in the face.
I mean, it sounds correct to me.
Such a great movie. Yeah, you need a wireless keyboard. And then we could just pass it. Bing, bang, boom. I get on it. You get on it. Guest, Nick.
Because then we have, we can open that app back up for that thing, and then we can hit the buttons from the key from there too.
Yo, yeah, that's smart. Oh yeah, because we need to run a cable from that to that.
It's connected right now.
No shit. Well,
in case we watch anything,
we made it, people. We made it. We're alive.
Just a couple guys sitting on Namek.
Yeah, just a couple guys sitting on Namek, chilling, living life. I've been going down a rabbit hole, which is a weird one.
What you got?
I've been watching farmers on a farming podcast. They call it agriculture.
Ag talk.
Yeah, big ag. Love it. Learn about different soils, how to start a farm and shit. Shit's fucked. These guys are fucked. These guys are crazy. Sometimes, like, if you do it right, you work fucking like 2 weeks a year.
Really?
Yeah. Just plant shit and let it fucking go.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Feels like one of those things where you either get hooked up as a farmer, because like it's like a generational job.
It seems all generational.
So it's either like you got hooked up or you got fucked. Where it's like, goddamn, dad died, got this stupid fucking farm I got to take after now. Doesn't make any fucking money.
Son of a bitch. I don't know how to fucking plan anything.
Or you get like an you know.
Well, now you just sell that land, make a fucking shitload of money. That my old neighbors did that shit.
You don't want them to haunt you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my old neighbors did that shit. The parents died. The daughter got like the farm and like a fuck ton of land. Like they sold like half that shit, made a few million. It's like, oh fuck. Yeah, because developers and shit just want it. They want to build. They want to build subdivision. They want to build that next Walmart down the street. They're just fucking throwing money at people. Have you ever seen those like houses or neighborhoods where people don't give up their land? So like they'll offer them like $50 million because the subdivision wants to do it. And they'll just be like a dense ass subdivision. And then just some dude with like a 50 plot like lot. And just like across the neighborhood. He just has this long strip of land.
I forget where it's at, but I think it's like some old lady lives like in the middle of a fucking highway.
I saw that, yeah.
To move.
I think I saw that in like China or Tokyo or something. I don't know where it was. It was, somewhere in Asia. I guess China, they would just kick you out. Your house would fucking get bombed.
I was thinking about that with you guys at work going on strike a little while ago. Like, how many people do we work with that are like, America, like, I'm like, if you went on strike in another country, they'd put you in a fucking van and no one would see you again. You'd go to a re-education center.
Fucking shoot you in the face.
And shoot the fucking loudest one of you and be like, anybody else want to be on strike?
Get back to work. No, China just put those fucking nets around the sweatshops because people were killing themselves. They weren't going on strike. They were just going, well, I'll just end my life.
Yeah, they weren't escaping the cycle
of
bad job into bad job. They were escaping the fucking samsara cycle of life and death.
Yeah, you work fucking 18-hour days. You're 9.
You're 9.
Yeah, you're 9. Oh, who knows? Where's this fucking shirt, man? I ripped the tags off.
Really got to.
It's disgusting. That Patty Pub shirt? That's a nice shirt. Where'd you buy that?
Nico's mom got it for me.
No shit.
She gets us matching gifts.
Really? Yeah. That's really nice.
She got me my Beavis and Butthead socks.
Really?
That's what she always used to call it, the two of us.
You love fucking with that mic. You love it.
I got to ratchet it up with the Allen key. It's starting to droop on me.
Really?
Yeah, I brought it downstairs to try to fix something.
Oh, I got you.
Didn't even work.
You don't just screw it in?
Oh, well, this part you could. I think it's this one,
though.
Oh, that one, too, though. I'll figure it out.
How do we have the same stand but different, like, components? Like, mine's bigger here. It's fucked, man. Both same amount of money, same company. I don't get it.
Well, it's probably those fucking 9-year-olds jumping into the net's fault. Can't do anything.
Can't fucking make anything, right? Shit's fucked. Shit's gay more than anything. Bro, you know what Adobe's coming out with in their next update? I don't know if it's their next Photoshop update.
Racial change.
Yeah. turn anyone into a black person.
Virtual blackface.
Virtual black. Is that racist? No, we discussed this. Virtual blackface.
People said that using memes and GIFs of black people was not okay.
Why?
It's crazy.
So I can't send like a Key and Peele GIF?
To half black, half white people.
Are they both half white?
Yes.
Oh, well.
They both have white.
So I can't send like Rick James going like this.
Give it to me, babe. Yeah, I can't. I can't send.
No. You can't send a picture of a black man to your white friend. How dare you?
What is that?
I don't know.
Is that Biden?
Some senator. No. I don't get that. I don't
think white people are the people against that.
I get you can't do blackface.
Yeah, obviously you can't put fucking.
Wait, so black people are against this? Because I feel like most of this shit is white people saying I can't do it.
You're correct. Woke white people. I'm saying I don't think like a white
which are basically black
person.
People. What?
No, they would love that. They think they'd love that.
They would love that.
That'd be a good thing to hit people with. Be like, would you want to be black? They're like, of course. Like, it's tremendous.
It wouldn't matter.
It's like, okay, but like, aren't you always going around saying how their lives suck like so much worse? They have it so much harder. Why would you want this? Well, you know, I would just, the experience, be like, no, it's lifelong. Like,
no, it's forever.
Well,
actually, I will stay white.
Racist.
No, you'd be crazy.
That Louis.
Yeah, Louis. I'll take white again. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's Charles's thing. Is regeneration. When you die, you go up into heaven.
Reincarnation?
No, it's called regeneration in the
Okay.
Bible, apparently. Because they don't believe in reincarnation.
Well,
like, I guess you come back as like
I guess we can just define words.
I don't fucking know. That's what he's fucking talking.
I'm not
'cause
saying
I said
it,
the same
you.
thing. Yeah. But,
saying to him.
yes. But, hey, bring it down.
You got fired up, not me.
But no, he says that when you die, you go up into one layer, the first layer of heaven, or the second layer, whatever the fuck. You can't get to the top layer. And then
It's like a
you don't
pyramid
get
scheme.
judged. You just get thrown back down into one of your ancestors, and you keep re-upping as your race. And you keep jumping down your, like, family tree. Isn't that wild?
Why would it stay in your family, though?
I don't know. Because I asked him, I was like, because, like, I don't want kids. So, like, what if, like, my bloodline dies? What happens?
Do you go to people who had kids, but then they went to hell, so they don't have...
There is no hell. The hell is when Jesus comes back and creates the kingdom, and the whitey goes down the fucking ladder, and, like, black people then get to rule the kingdom. Which black people being, like, Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and all these other people.
Obvious.
Because that's what he says. Because they're all Israelites.
Yeah, but he's acting like the different color people, like, take turns being in charge. But then also I hear, like, that black dude on Rogan talking about how Africans were the ones that, like, came through Europe and, like, taught them everything. And the Europeans rewrote history, and there were no slave ships. I need to just get well-read on these subjects.
Well, I think he says there's no... When you say there's no slave ships, what do you mean, like, from Africa to America?
Right.
Oh,
Which I don't even know
if... He said those were real.
Which, to be fair, though, I don't know if dude was saying there was zero of those that existed.
Slavery.
He was
No
saying...
one's saying there was no slavery.
I think he was just saying that Africans were already in America. His point was that it didn't take them being taken captive as slaves and being brought across the ocean for them to get there.
I will say one thing of his that lines up is he says when the 12 tribes broke up or whatever, and, like, some of them went over here, some went over here, some went over there. The ones that went over and became, like, went through, like, Central America and, like, South America and shit. They say he says those started the Olmecs and the Aztecs and all that, which kind of lines up to why the Olmec heads are African dudes.
It does.
Which I thought that was interesting. I was like, no shit. Yeah.
Because they do look African.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's why I like that one dude on YouTube. I wish I remembered his name. I could plug him, but he has all those, like, side-by-sides of...
Which guy?
The dude that's always talking about how, like, Egyptians were black and, like, how it's Nubia, like, Kemet is Nubia.
Yeah.
But he'll do, like, side-by-sides of, like, modern, like, different parts of Africa, like Sudanese and Ethiopian, and, like, he'll, like, line up the facial features of them with, like, the statues of pharaohs and stuff, and just be, like, lip, nose, jaw.
Like, look at these people. Yeah.
That's how, like, these people look.
Like, each region does look, like, similar to another, like,
to these statues and stuff. And then it's like, now compare the statue with, like, the textbook.
Of, like, the
white dude holding, like, the fucking ankh and scepter in each hand.
Bro, you ever see the Egyptian? They take that Egyptian sarcophagus when they're holding the two things, and it's like the head and that, like, serpent thing coming out. That's just, like, it's either looking from the brain from the top or the bottom. But if you cut the brain and all that shit, like, your brain stem turns into this thing that, like, that snake that's up here. These, like, the two circles on the hand things line up to, like, something else in the... I don't know. It's fucked up to look at. How do people figure this shit out? Do they just get fucked up and go, all right, well, let's see what lines up with the brain?
The pineal gland and the Eye of Horus being the same thing fucked me up, as well as the brain stem and the hawk of like
Yeah.
the hawk that represents Horus or whatever.
Yeah.
Both of those kind of fucked me up pretty good.
What about like the Jacob's, like the whole spinal column, like the Jacob's ladder thing?
I don't know.
Oh, they were saying that. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck it up. It's not even worth explaining. Fuck it, look it up.
What am I looking up?
The
Jacob's ladder.
how your spine looks like. Yeah, spine Jacob's ladder, I think. Yeah. Like that's how like your chakras and all that shit line up. Just go to images, maybe. Not shopping. Images.
Sorry, my eyes are fucked.
This isn't gonna work. None of these look conspiracy theory enough. These all look too medical. Yeah.
This is more our
Yes, this is more our lane. Yes.
ascending to heaven from the labyrinths under the.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'll look it up. We'll get back to it. Figure this shit out.
Beautiful picture.
I have some funny. Those are beautiful pictures.
It's like we were talking about that the
beautiful.
other day. Like, as interesting as all this shit is, like, life is kind of better when you're not in the rabbit hole.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about shit.
But then, like,
Think about shit. You just work, do your life.
but then the
watch
rabbit
football.
hole calls to you.
Calls like a siren.
Like, yes, like the void.
Yes.
It reaches
And it goes,
out.
hey, why would the government? Why did that? Why are all these farms burning down? Another farm burned down. Another
Dude.
food plant burned down.
That the food plant shit's crazy. Like,
They're gonna fucking raise the debt ceiling, which they say is gonna lower inflation. But I don't fucking know. It's all fucked, man.
$, on its last leg.
There was a dude on the news yesterday saying how technically Americans don't have to pay back the national debt. Technically, the national debt, it's kind of just there. I mean, it doesn't really represent, what Americans have to deal with. Motherfucker, that's how much money you're fucking printing. That's how much that's a representation of our inflation, is what it seems like. That shit goes up and like cost of living goes up. Everything else fucking goes up because you keep fucking printing money.
You know what people say about global warming? Where it's like, yeah, but I don't need to deal with that. Like, it's almost like that, where it's like, all the people that did this plan, it's like, yeah, but like, it'll be fucking 2050 by the time the dollar runs out. Like, my grandkids will be dead. Like,
Yeah.
like, it's hard for me to care that far into the future.
I'll be retired with enough fucking gold to last me until my kids die.
Because this shit happened in the 70s, right?
What?
Or was that by World War II when we went off gold?
I don't know. I think it was
after World War
it
II?
could have been the 70s. I don't know. Look it up.
Because then, like, I don't know, like, everyone's talking about it now, and it's like, yeah, but they weren't thinking, like, it's the same type of person who's like maximize profit. Like, they didn't make this system because this is the best system. Like,
No, they were like,
it's designed to burst at some point. So it
Yeah.
is weird to think, like, because most things in life on the news get like overhyped and all that, and then they don't ever reach those crazy levels they were reported at. But this is one where it's like, no, it does need to like burst
Burn at some
eventually.
point,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, so it is strange to kind of feel like in our lifetime, like the dollar will,
probably collapse.
yeah, it's because
Do you
I don't
think-
know what
do you
would
think we
what would
probably-
save it.
Yeah. I don't fucking. You have to go back to a gold standard, maybe, but then you'd have to fucking consolidate all this extra fucking money.
Yeah,
Which,
you'd
how
have-
do you do that? Do you change the currency? Do you jump to a new currency?
You'd have to do something drastic.
Do you hop to that fucking Chinese currency? Isn't it crazy?
You know we're not doing that.
Isn't it crazy to think we might be overtaken by China in our lifetime? No more number one.
Brother, I don't know what podcast you think you're on, but We do not.
We do not say that.
But honestly, though, it's like we just have like that deliriousness about us, where it's like that's probably why we will like we don't feel the need to address it.
Yeah,
it's
no.
like we've just been born into
even
like
the shit you were
the
saying.
greatest shit ever.
Yeah, I don't know if we talked about. I'm not sure if we talked about it on the pod, but just like what you were saying, how China just moves slow and they're building fucking seaports and shit in Brazil, and they're
Bro.
slowly building up. They're getting all these other countries on their side so that when they build, they're building airports. They're building all like these lower income countries, I guess, or like lower, what is it called? Poverty? No, what is it? Third world countries? Kind of like, yeah, like Venezuela, all these countries that are fucked in South America. They go into there and they build all their airports. They build all their shipping ports.
And bro,
And they let them use them. But then when it comes time to fucking invade, they're like, hey, remember that thing we built? Get the fuck out. It's our military base now.
well, because they said that the way they set it up is that they just pay for it all themselves, and then they go, and then once you have it, you'll start making all that money, and then you can just pay us back with it. So now you have these motherfuckers on like the craziest payment plan of like
The easiest shit, like you don't pay for it, I'll pay to build it. And then when you start making money,
because now you almost hope that they don't pay you back, because now you just have them like. Now it goes from like asking for a favor to being like, hey, that's still the building we own, so get the fuck out. Yeah.
yeah, it's almost like bullying your way into building an airport in this country. It's like, hey guys, we're gonna build this. Don't worry about paying for it. We got it. Just pay us back later. It'll be fine. We're not gonna intervene with your politicians. We don't give a fuck about this. We don't give a fuck about that.
But our shit is set up where it's like there's corporate and there's government, and they're like jerking each other off and throwing money at each other.
Yeah.
But like China and the government and like their corporations, just like the government just owns the corporation.
The corporation is the government.
So they fucking move a lot swifter, I feel like.
Yeah,
you know?
shit's just moving.
It's on the same page versus us, like everything's got to have like a fucking blowjob and a fucking check passed, you know, like it's just like
Everyone needs a blowjob, a thumb up the ass.
Yeah.
A fucking
all the wheels got to be greased at all times.
I was listening to that cartel guy, that white dude on that Flagrant podcast. He was talking about how like the Italian mob still ships stuff out of like Brazil and like Venezuela and like all like these other countries, but they're so fucking Italian about it, where it's like, nah, you ain't family. They send over their own guys, build a fucking port so that their guys could just be over there to be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, load it up. I'm driving. And then they drive it back to Italy.
To America?
I think it's to get drugs into Italy, I think. I don't know.
Where?
From like South America, like cocaine.
Drive it to Italy?
Like cocaine? I don't fucking know. Where else are you going to get cocaine?
Well, that's not the issue I'm having. I'm saying driving to Italy.
Yeah, a boat. Drive a boat. You don't drive a boat? How do you drive a boat? Man a boat? I'm going to man a boat back to Italy.
You know what you said.
I said what I said. What'd I say? I couldn't imagine you being so angry about a simple... You know what I mean? What'd I say?
No. You know what you meant.
I said we drive to Italy. A boat. Are you mad I didn't say sail to Italy?
No.
What are you mad about?
It doesn't need to be a sailboat. You could have just said get it back to Italy. Instead, you chose to say drive it back to Italy.
What's the difference? How are you getting it to
First
Italy?
of all, why are we even talking about Italy? Are we talking about American Italian mobsters? Italy doesn't have fucking... That's not their thing. That's our thing.
What, a mob?
They have it, but like...
That's where the mob started.
I mean...
I think there's mob is still fucking strong out there.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. I'm fairly certain it is. I would assume so. I'm sure they still own some fucking countries or some fucking towns and shit, villages.
Doesn't do that much for me after We took it to the next level.
Listen, we did it big.
It's small time.
We built cities.
Brother,
But
they
maybe
still
that's-
run the unions.
Yeah, Teamsters. The Teamsters.
It's a different scale.
Nah, I don't know, man. Well, it's still a mob.
Yeah, but everything could be a mob. When you say the Italian mob, I imagine you're talking about, like, the shit that we talk about any other time we reference the Italian mob. Like Goodfellas.
Oh, well, yeah. There's that side, yeah.
That's usually what we mean.
Yeah.
You're not usually talking about men in Italy who have, like...
The real Italian mob?
What do you mean the real Italian
It's the fucking, the mob, the fucking guys.
Listen, man.
You ever see Godfather 2 when he goes back to Italy?
I'm not saying that they don't exist over there. I'm just saying, why are we acting like that's the default? Clearly, if someone says the Italian mob, they're not talking about the old country. Clearly, they're talking about, like, New York Guidos and shit.
Okay. What are we arguing?
That you were even talking about Italy and driving.
Wait, I
right
was
there.
talking about Italy.
Okay.
I was saying.
Hey, man.
Hey, man. Well, it's going to be a short one, guys.
The point of the story, though, should have been that they're right to do that. I bet a lot of things go smoother.
Yeah, when you had your own people over there, it's in the family.
Not to say as if, like, family doesn't fuck each other over also. But,
Oh, constantly. Happened to my family. Yours. Everybody's.
but yeah, sending your own people's.
But I
down,
guess also when the
understand.
stakes are death. When it's like, yo, I mean, he'll fucking kill you. I make one call, you're dead. Maybe, I don't fucking know.
Remember that in the Bronx Tale? He's like, Sonny, would you rather be feared or respected?
Be respect.
You don't remember that movie?
No.
Should watch it.
Who's in that?
Oh,
De Niro in that?
I don't know. A little guy named Bobby De Niro.
A guy named Bobby De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro's in it. Pesci's in it for a minute.
Who directed that?
It's the guy, Chaz Palminteri. It's his story. He acts in it too.
Interesting.
De Niro's great.
Really?
I do. I'm kind of a sucker for, like,
You like a De Niro?
I don't even know, like, some of his classics, but yeah, I do like his,
Yeah.
like,
His character.
his go-to.
That big fucking nose.
He plays a great, like, worried father in Bronx Tale. Where he's trying to protect his son from the street life and keep him on the straight and
The
narrow.
original street life.
It's fun. In that movie, you see, it's like the time of black people moving into New York, like, close to Italians and stuff. So you're almost watching, like, Italians go, not from being, like, scummy the way that, like, Irish people were looked down on. I think that point had already passed on. Like, black people were probably the lower class out of everybody, like, because they were the newest.
Yeah.
But
The newest.
it's like the
Yeah, I
60s,
got you.
I guess,
Yeah,
at
go
this,
ahead.
like, the movie. It's not like Depression era, but
Yeah.
I think it's like when black people are now moving, like, bordering up to Italian neighborhoods. So there's, like, one scene where, like, a bunch of black kids, like, ride their bikes through, and, like, you would have thought they came in, like, shooting, like, they literally ride their bikes through it, and, like, 7 to 10 just, like,
Motherfucker. God
like,
damn it.
absolutely repulsed. Like, it's crazy. It's a good movie, though. The one kid falls in love with a black girl.
I remember that part. I remember that being a prominent part of the film.
Yeah, I would say so. He's the main character.
I just like the part where he's like, now you can't leave.
Now you just can't
And he
leave.
beats the fuck out of the bikers.
Yeah.
Other whites. I like white on white crime.
It's safer.
That's a big thing for me. White on white crime. I like that.
It's like when Russians are the villain in a movie. You
Yeah, it's
fine. Guilt-free.
I get it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't need to feel...
Or a British villain.
Yeah, I could deal with that. The only thing is they always act like they're so fucking smart, and it takes like 7 Americans to beat one British mastermind.
One bald British fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ever watch that movie? I think it's with Jet Li, where he's like a slave to some British guy.
No.
Some like weird. I think he's British. The movie always made me uncomfortable.
Jet Li. Is that Bruce Lee's brother?
Nope. Spelled different too.
It's not Lee.
No.
No. Wow.
Li.
Wow.
As a racist, you wouldn't know that.
Is that a different region thing?
I don't know, man.
All right. Go ahead.
People spell Mark with a K, spelled with a C.
Yeah, they're called assholes.
Exactly.
I learned, I think that's when your name's Marcus. You shorten it. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
It makes sense if that's true, but I feel like there's also people that spell with a C that's names aren't Marcus.
Yeah, you're a fucking...
And those people
are scumbags.
Yeah. Zach with a K
is crazy.
You're bordering on Kyle energy when you're Zach with a K.
Yeah, Kyle's a rough name.
With like monster energy type dude.
Yeah, Fox.
Yeah.
Wearing a Fox
Zach
t-shirt.
with a K is big Fox t-shirt. Energy.
Fox t-shirt, monster hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 tattoos. One on each
cut
bicep.
Off tee.
Yeah, cut off tee. You got the monster tattoo on your arm.
You're trying to get people to chug beer.
Yeah, snake.
You're challenging people.
Yeah, who wants to chug this beer with me? I beat you in a water chugging contest. How about that?
You had quite the technique.
Did you like that?
I got sidetracked watching you because I was like, "The fuck is?"
Did you like that?
I didn't care for it.
Being beat.
I couldn't come up with a good enough argument that it was cheating, but I was definitely trying to.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy.
I was looking at it from all the angles.
I was hyper analyzing this.
It's like technically he didn't do anything wrong. It is gay.
It is gay what he did.
It was gay, but then Allie was there, so can't just call you gay.
No, would not approve.
She doesn't seem to mind things being called a fag though.
No, I mean,
at least in like rap songs, she always like doesn't hesitate when there's fags being dropped. And then like I said, she says retarded, so I gave my piece on that the other day. So hopefully, if I get overheard calling someone a fag, it's not like
it's okay.
It's like, hey, fag, retard.
No, it's fine. Hey, you said that. I said this. What else is on the notes? So you're telling me if you play audio, it's going to go through our headphones? This is sick, man. This is crazy. The upgrades that are happening.
We had that before.
I know, but the fact that I could see, I'm looking at a TV right now is insane to me. You guys can't see this. You'll see it. Maybe. What if we hook up a mirror system?
There you go.
There we go. That's not it. There it is. There we go. Well, feeling good. A lot of notes. A lot of notes. A lot of videos. Did you ever see that? That NAMBLA? No. National Alliance for something minor.
I can't see this far. Tell me what to click.
You can't see any of that?
No.
Oh. Well, that's really going to hinder us. No, it's just a
I'll see a video.
It's not a video. It's a group of people. It's just written down in there. It's a group of people that want to legalize underage sex.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Isn't that disgusting? Isn't this crazy to you?
It's like woke shit, right?
No, it's like old men that are like, I should be allowed. It's like if everybody was Charlie's uncle. And they're like, look at this picture. Isn't this beautiful? This is art.
Constitutional law.
Yes. Isn't that crazy to you?
No, well, yes, but no, I heard about like woke people trying to like say how pedophiles aren't that bad.
Really?
They're like, they have rights too.
Well, like, I think this is another group saying that people pedophilia is like being. No, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying this. A lot.
They're saying that there's no choice.
There's a group of people are saying
it's not up to you.
Yes, they're saying that pedophilia is a lot like being gay, where you're born gay, you're born trans, you're born these different things.
See, I always thought pedophilia was like a vampire. It was passed on.
I always thought a pedophiliac would be a vampire or some sort of monster hunter.
I had thought you had to have been raped to do the raping.
I thought a pedophile was like a revenge rapist.
I thought it was like a werewolf.
Only on full moons.
Yeah, no, I take it back. Vampire. Vampires,
yeah.
I mean.
But no, isn't that interesting? They're saying that you're not. Someone just doesn't become a pedophile. You're born. That's what you're born attracted to.
I don't know that you're born a pedophile.
But isn't that crazy to think about?
I think you're not a pedophile by choice. I'll give them that. I don't know. I'd say you're born.
What does that mean? You're not a pedophile by choice. Explain.
I'm like maybe you can't decide what your kinks are or whatever. Like
yeah, that's true.
And also, I'm pretty sure that is a stat. Like most people who touch kids have been touched.
Really?
I'm almost positive that's a thing.
Interesting.
I'm not looking it up.
Look it up.
I'm not typing that in.
Duck, go. No, go ahead.
Not typing in fucking. Did kids
that do pedophiles technically if pedophiles that have been touched, do they touch more people?
Not figuring out the wording on that.
Yeah, how do I think about this now?
But yeah, you can't help like what you're into, so I'll give them that. But still, to say like you're born that means like at 9 you're like looking at 3-year-olds or something,
which is crazy.
That's just why it's weird to me when you say like you're born. Being born gay makes sense to me because like as you come up, you could be like leaning towards that versus being like. But I don't see any kid like leaning towards pedophilia.
No, it's fucking crazy.
I'll give them that it's not a choice. Maybe it's a choice not to act on it. Obviously, Mark Norman has that point where he's like pedophiles that don't act on it are the real heroes.
They are. It's true. Just keep that.
But then that brings up the question: do you bring up like, do you allow them to have like pseudo child porn, where you have like young looking people?
Well, isn't that what like that braces thing is? Like the girls with like braces.
I mean, I guess in a general sense.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's geared towards pedophiles.
Well, no, probably not. Or like age play and shit like that.
I guess
it's crazy to think about.
But now it's like state-sponsored
Yeah.
porn for pedophiles.
We're going to stand out. Okay, you call this number.
It's like methadone for heroin addicts.
Exactly. Are you a pedophile? You call this number. We get you on the line. We set up an appointment. We send out.
No, someone picks up. They're like, "Hello, mister." Like, what are you wearing? I have my Elmo T-shirt on.
You want to come over?
Raspy breathe.
That might actually help people.
Get on the jungle gym. Go down the slide. Go down the slide. Oh, fuck. Wow, I've never been that fast before.
I'll time you.
Yeah, I never finished that fast either.
You might save lives with that. That might be $1 billion idea, my friend. So someone call your state representative. Call your state representative.
That man gets executed at his next Senate meeting.
Think about it. That would be...
It's like To Catch a Predator, but preemptive.
Yeah, and then, listen, if you're calling the number, we're going to track you.
You're on a list.
We're going to keep a little eye on you.
You're on a list.
We'll keep an eye on you.
You called the number.
Yeah, you called the number.
We didn't go looking for you.
It's like the people that
us.
it's like the people that call the suicide hotline. I'm sure they're on some list. Maybe there's a little extra wellness check hopped in every now and then.
I don't think that's happening.
Really? Probably not.
Who were they sending? Police?
That's true.
You think the suicide hotline has foot soldiers?
I don't fucking know.
That definitely does not happen.
Maybe.
If anything, they get put on a list for like if a school shooter happens and they correlate if they fucking called the suicide prevention.
That's crazy.
They're like, well, it worked. Turns out we should have let him shoot himself in the fucking head, though.
Maybe there should be a team. Or just let people kill themselves.
You know what I've realized? Because I've asked this forever. Why is it against the law to
Why
kill
can't I do
yourself? It's always been very strange to me. And I understand that there's like the religious aspect of it. But then you factor in what religion really is, and you go, oh, you don't want to kill because you need more money.
Yeah.
That's money you're losing.
You need more money.
And then you factor
the fact that
the
states don't want you to kill yourselves because they need more tax money.
They basically took their plans from fucking religion. So it's like, yeah, no one wants you to kill yourself because whether you're paying taxes in a house or something, or you end up getting homeless and we have to go put you in jail.
Yeah, you're sucking dick for money.
Now
so
we
then
put
I
you in a fucking
because prison,
private prison.
Because prison is for profit.
Yeah,
because if you have
prison.
X amount of prisons, you're like, oh, well, you got to raise our budget.
Right.
Send us more money so I can get a bigger bonus because I'm taking care of X amount of prisoners.
Because now that bonus doesn't go to like rehabilitation; it goes to just fucking like new snipers for the team.
Exactly.
Or bonuses, yeah. But yeah, that made sense to me recently, where I was like, oh, that's why they don't want you to kill yourself.
Yeah. Other countries allow you.
Why wouldn't you be able
Switzerland, if you're like fucking terminally ill or some shit, or if you just go to your psychologist and suggest it like 3 times or 4 times or something, like within so many months apart, like over the course of like a year or something, they'll just give you a fucking cyanide cap and go, take care, man.
I was watching one thing, a psychologist was talking about when people come in talking about like depression and suicidal thoughts. He's like, there's like lots of different, categories this can be broken down into, but the one category of people that this is very hard to deal with is people who come to this conclusion through logic. He's like, it's not like a rash, it's like they've really thought about it a lot.
Like the people who have sat there and have been like, well,
like my dumbass.
Yeah.
Who was like, yeah. So I think I'm just like wasting resources and I don't have any like real goals that I'm chasing. I'm just kind of like a drain
just
on
existing.
Yeah. So I'd probably just call it.
Well, you made a PowerPoint for your mother.
Yeah.
What happened there? You don't have to.
It was
dark.
Not great.
Yeah.
Well, she'd just always be on my ass for things. And I'd be like, Ma, you get like, it's not like, she just always has it in her head that like, camera off again.
We did it again.
I don't know. She just always has it in her head that like,
I can't believe we
if I had just finished college, I could have just like married a girl and had a job that pays $100,000 a year.
I don't like that idea.
I'm not even against that idea in general, but like
bad.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Like it's just how many people do we know at work that have fucking college degrees and I'm their fucking supervisor or whatever?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like
when you realize what college is, it doesn't really fucking matter.
And again, so if I don't have a goal or like a thing that I'm looking to get after, like, so she was just always on my ass for shit when it's like, I needed to like illustrate to her. I'm like, I'm not trying to say like I'm like a risk to kill him. Like I'm obviously not about to kill myself, but I'm just like letting you know like where my mental.
This is where I'm at.
This is like what I think of. I'm like, basically anytime I have free time, I'm just like, damn, life would that was also like specific to that era of time, was that I would kind of just like my constant daydream was killing myself. Like I don't think about that nearly as much as I used to. I would always be thinking about like veer off the side of the road or fucking jump off of this thing. Like I was just like always thinking about like the sweet release of fucking death. So I said the French people have that word for like the calling of the void, like when you drive by like a cliff and you're like,
what is that word? I guess it's some French word.
Some French shit that I wouldn't say.
Well, that's what I was saying. That like other languages just have like fucking extra words. Like there's a German word for the day after tomorrow.
Why am I limited to like small, medium, large? Why aren't there words in between small and medium and large?
Fucked up.
Because, bro, I've had this mental collapse about things like, if you can't express yourself with words, like, you could get really fucked up really quick. Like, even just in those moments where like you're thinking of a word that you know and you can't remember it, it fucks you up because it's like, that's how I feel, or like that's what I saw. Like you need to convey your thoughts and emotions to someone else. Unless you have a fucking picture of the thing, you need to say it with words.
Yeah.
So if you like can't remember a word, or worse yet, like don't know a word, or worse yet, English doesn't have a fucking word for some of these things. Like I lose my mind over that sometimes, where I'm like, I can't be as articulate and specific as something about something that I want to be.
It's also crazy that if you were to say a word, like if you were to make up a word, I wouldn't even know where to start.
I don't know if it matters that much in English, though, because so much shit is already slang and stuff. So maybe you could just make up a word.
Well, I think you can. I think that's what,
in
like,
other languages, I agree that it probably has to start with like a root, and some shit like that. But yeah, I think here you could just be like blurg.
Yeah, I feel really flagrant. No, it's flagrant.
Clearly a word.
Flagrant. No, it's hard, man. Say something that isn't a word.
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
It's pretty close to fentanyl.
Yeah.
Feynman.
Feynman? What? Hyman?
Well, that's you could put it. You could rhyme.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like
Words
like the
rhyme.
root of the word has to go back to something of.
But slang fucks all that up, and English is all
Finna,
slang.
motherfucker. No. All the coolest people got slang, baby.
How good would that be? Biden saying finna?
No. Come on, I said finna.
We're finna march to the White House. Like, what was that?
Biden. Mr. President, please. What did you just say to the American people?
Biden misquoting things Obama used to say to a black crowd would be great. Be like, he'd always be talking about that. That's what he taught me how to.
I saw him on stage. I would watch him from the background.
I used to eat boiled chicken. He taught me how to cook it right.
Yeah, fried.
Just Obama shaking his head like this is untrue.
I never showed Joe Biden how to fry chicken in the White House kitchen. I never showed him that.
Just the depressed.
That is not true.
People just loving it though in the moment.
Biden lowers the fucking Biden slams the fucking limo. It's like an inch off the ground, puts big rims on it. No, it's what I said. I told Barack, if we had enough money, we'd be able to do this. Now, we got national debt up the ass. I've printed enough money.
Yeah.
I saved up the stimulus. And God damn it, I'm putting 40-inch rims on the fucking beast.
I wanted to do stimulus checks just for black people. They wouldn't let me.
Yeah, they call it reparations.
Yeah.
No.
But you could go back to when I was a senator. I was talking about this. Having stimulus checks.
For COVID. I was on that Rockefeller bill. I helped write it.
That shit was fucked up.
It
didn't even say like a cold. It said COVID.
Yeah, it's a COVID-19. Isn't that crazy to think about? Project Blue, is it Blue Beam?
Blue Book is aliens. Blue Beam is like the could be fake one. Blue Beam was the one that I got from War Mode.
War Mode. What is Blue Beam?
I don't remember well enough.
I don't either. You want to watch some videos? I got shorts.
Is the camera back on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then sure.
Hell yeah. Even if it was off, we'd just be able to play that.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, probably work better. You know why the camera turned off? Too hot.
Meanwhile, people strap these to the head and
go fucking
in the Sahara.
Yeah, riding a doom buggy through the desert. This thing's 3 inches from the engine, melting, and it's still recording. Dude, I've seen videos of these things like fucked up, still recording.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't either. It's on a tripod in a fairly regular climate.
Like,
we're in a house.
Sure, but
we're in a house. The lights, they're LED. I don't get it. It is a little hot in here.
A little stuffy.
It's fine. We don't have no windows. We covered them up.
That'll happen.
Give me that. I'm actually a healing monk.
You gotta tell me one.
Down. There. Oh, fuck. You're not going to. Oh, you gotta. Oh, you can't even do that shit.
Are they all Facebook?
No. Let's do that plus. Did we do the plus size travel? We rant about that yet? Have you seen the video?
A little bit of it.
All right, go up. Let's do that one. Let's do that. The issue is it's going to come up and you're going to have to unmute it. That's it. I was really fucked up last night, so some of these might be dumb. Go up.
I like how black people, when they're ranting at fellow black people, when they mix in like to insults and stuff, they just say black.
Yeah. You black ass head. You
Yeah.
black.
Like we would never do that.
No, I would never say.
With your white ass, like
I'll fucking smack your white ass off then.
yeah, it's odd.
No. Because I don't think you can even add in the color of a person into what you're saying without adding like an affect to your like if I say this white motherfucker, you're gonna kind of say you're gonna throw a little twang at you're gonna put a little Popeye sparkle on it.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna punch you right in your white head. You sound like a fag.
Yeah, white.
Yeah. I'm gonna smack you right in your big white head.
Maybe it's just a flow off the tongue thing. Like white kind of sounds like the end of something, where black it's easy to roll into something. Your black ass. Something.
So what you're saying is white is the end, while black is the beginning.
I didn't say that. You said that.
That sounded similar. White. Okay.
I mean,
the white is kind of coming to an end, while when you say black, it's kind of like new beginnings.
it never ended. For the original man.
Well.
I self-lord am.
Scroll up. God, you're not even. There you go. Up.
I can't see.
All the way. I know. You gotta need glasses, man. Right there. Hold on. Do you ever put aluminum foil on the counters to get your cats not to jump on?
Aluminium?
Aluminium? Aluminum?
What?
You ever put aluminum foil on the counter
No.
so your cats don't jump on it?
No. What?
Yeah, dude. Apparently that repels cats so they don't jump on stuff. Watch this video.
I like when people who don't have cats tell me.
Listen, I just watch this video. Watch what happens. See how far that jumped off the counter?
Bro, when I'm on, like, drugs, I lay with my cats. Because you ever hear that thing about how, like, if your house cat was the size of a big cat, it would just kill you? Like, everyone thinks that, like, you're friends with it, but really it's just that it's small, which is clearly untrue.
Do you think you would be friends with your big cat?
All three of my... I have 5 cats, technically, and only one of them I don't like. And all 4 of my cats... 2 of them I've had since, like, under a week old. And the other 2 I've had from under a month old. So I find it hard to believe that no matter what size they were, that knowing it from when...
You're 2 weeks old.
Like, Freddie I've had since before he opened his eyes. And...
So he opened his eyes and saw your white ass.
No, I think... I guess technically my neighbor had him because she held him for 2 days. He was 1 day old when she got him. She had him for 2 days, and then we got him. Mouse I've had since like under a week old. Figs and ghouls I've had since at like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just like...
Yeah, tight.
Yeah.
Well, I have seen pictures of like lions, like people going to a zoo because
Yeah.
they gave their lion up, and this lion fucking running at this person, and the guy just opening up his arms, the thing just jumps on him. Yeah,
Rubs his head into him and stuff.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that would go. But sometimes I do think like, damn, like you are just like a shrunk down version of like
yeah,
a fucking killing machine.
yeah.
Like you see when they like lock in on a fly or something, like they can't even hear you anymore.
No, you're gone.
Yeah, like
Bam, just
the world just like blacked out. And now it's just them and a fly.
it's crazy.
And then you see shit like that and you're like, damn. So that means if they're that resilient when they're that small and they can fucking go flying and come back and be fine, like, what are you going to do to a fucking lion?
No, you can't do shit,
Yeah.
man. Or a tiger.
Tigers are the better ones. Yeah.
Tigers are terrifying.
I think tigers and jaguars both beat lions.
Probably. Yeah. Tigers are just
Tigers
scary. That
definitely do.
big fucking head, big hands.
Their tongue
Yeah, and then imagine-
peels your skin off.
Yeah. And then imagine a leopard full speed running and just doosh on you. Or a cheetah, I mean.
Yeah.
They're both fucking quick.
But the cheetah's the one that like
Runs like 80 miles an
yeah,
hour.
like moves in a way that like
Yeah, it's got that big ass tail so that it flips its tail the one way to kick its momentum the other so it could turn on a dime.
it's just crazy how its legs are like the only thing that's moving and its torso just kind of like
Oh, it just
stays.
glides.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Gotta call it.
I want to watch that Get Off the Bus one again. I watched that 4 times this morning. It's happened in Chicago. Let's ride. My man. He threw his ass off the bus like Uncle Phil.
What'd he do?
I don't know. That just happens like in Chicago. You got to get off the bus.
Well, he did something to get off the
Yeah, I didn't see that part of the
of the movie.
It started filming right before that. One more. The taxes one. Down. Yeah. Big tits.
Where's all your money gone, Daddy? Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses. It's okay. It's part of the game. No, it's not. It's not fun. It's not fun to what? It's the worst part of the game. Oh, it's what? Taxes.
How much did you pay in taxes on the house? You're still paying the taxes. He's going to be a guy that like drops dead in like 40 because he's backed on his taxes.
You have like a a parent's taste in shorts.
Really? Oh, I love it.
You show videos that like my mom would really enjoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Where it's like she shows me these things, I'm like, it's fine.
What's your style?
I don't know.
'Cause I'm the only motherfucker that puts shit in the shorts.
I sent one to you guys.
Yeah,
You probably didn't watch it.
I did. He had a towel on his head. People do that for women. I don't get it.
Low budge. Not everyone can be like us.
Not everyone can have the budget like we do.
To green screen a woman's hair onto them.
Like right now.
All right, we gotta go.
Yeah. All right. We'll be back next week, fuckers. And you guys take care.
Yes.